everybody. Thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome to another day of Spring Fling.
Yeah.
Friday the 23rd. We are excited for our second day of our live video event. My name is Mark Martin.
I'm Carla Jerome.
And we have always behind the scenes that does a phenomenal job with everything you put up on the computer is Nathan.
Woo woo!
Yes.
Welcome. We're excited to be with all the quilters here today. Thank you for joining us. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. Maybe I'll quickly throw this back to Carla and Mark as a recap from yesterday. Tell us a little bit about some of the favorite things that you experienced yesterday for all the quilters that maybe weren't with us yesterday.
Oh, where do we start?
Well, we were able to show our True Cut. We had Leah Day, and she was able to show us some fun filler designs. And oh, she's just such a fun person and so creative, and just was really nice to be able to have her share her tips and techniques.
Yep, and Tommy Forrest as well at the end of the day.
What an inspirational story he has about Quilts of Valor. He is just such a wonderful man, and he's been able to help so many veterans out there and military just through his act of service. So it was really fun.
And then we had the maintenance we went over with Cody and Alyssa. Just a lot of things that we went over
too. A little sneak peek on some new products. And remember, it's sneak peek.
Yes.
So we don't have all the pricing and everything, but you get a sneak peek of what's to come. So
that's right.
Very exciting.
And today we have another fun-filled day.
Oh, yeah.
So
with that, I really appreciate that. I enjoyed yesterday immensely as well. I know I'm really excited about several things coming up. Before we really get into this, one of the things I'd like to do is kind of just some general bits of information before we begin. First, I just wanted to thank everybody for joining us. It's been fantastic having all those individuals watching live. In fact, we know that the videos, once they're posted, we've had a lot of other people that were watching yesterday's segments throughout last night, and even early this morning. We were watching some of the comments come through even this morning on that. So thanks for being with us. I'm wanting to encourage you to reach out to others that you think might be in a spot where they're like, boy, I wish I would like to join a little bit of an event. And I know online events are a little different. I really hope we're trying to do a few different things to engage with you as quilters out there and with the different groups. I know that's with education, and yeah, you can kind of get that in a couple different spots. We're doing some giveaways though. We're looking to do that a little bit different. And here at Grace Company, you know, we're a global business, and so we're really looking to bring people from all parts of the world. And I think today at the end, we're going to have Lizzie Allen, our ambassador from Australia, on with us as well. So I wanted to thank you for joining us. I also wanted to go out and quickly just do a thanks to the people behind the scenes. So here at Grace Company, we have a marketing team, we have part of the sales team. We also have a couple other groups, which is our Marketing Simplify, which is another party that we partner with quite closely. And so I wanted to thank everybody behind the scenes as well for all their efforts. Also, there is a new section that we have where we've been able to invite vendors in. So we're really grateful for those vendors for being able to join us. Last thing, and let me do this. I didn't really do this yesterday, but Carla, Mark, I know that this is an important part of our business, our dealers. And so really, as we go through part of this process today, you might say, hey, that is an interesting product that could help me finish quilting. We would encourage you to reach out to your local dealer, and you can log on to graceframe.com and find a dealer near you as well. So we know that as we do this is really us putting on an international show, really reaching out. We have distributors in a lot of the different countries on the different continents, and so we're really grateful to be able to representing Grace Company around the globe. And thank you quilters from also around the globe from joining us. And so I wanted to talk about those things briefly. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here briefly. I did want to bring up, and I would like to have you look a little bit more here briefly at some of the different layouts. So let me go ahead and share my screen so that you can see the dashboard that you're logging into. I know that as we've done this here in the past, we didn't have this available last time, and so it's been a great thing to be able to now have this new tool for all you as quilters. And here we go. Let's go ahead and bring this on. I'm going to bring this up. So let me bring this on for everybody. Here we go. This is currently where you were able to register. What we would encourage you to do is, as you've registered, you came to a home screen, and then I'm going to log in so that you can see the dashboard. So this is the dashboard that you now have. And as you're here, you'll notice that over on the left, you can go ahead and hit the main screen. There are coupons. So we added this actually yesterday. We were talking, when you registered, we sent out a link to your coupons, but people were like, well, how do I get back to them? So now we have the link for the coupons, so you can click on that to see the different promotions and the discounts that you have specifically for the Spring Fling. Below, you can get a list to all of the events, which we're going to briefly go through, and then you can schedule them, and then you can get reminders. On top of that, if you haven't submitted a quilt, or if you have, this is where you have access to your quilt. One of the other important things, we've got vendors and sell. But over here on the right, you'll notice there's this new announcements. And so this is one way to keep up to date with what's happening within the Spring Fling throughout the day. And then also, we're going to be doing this live tomorrow. And then as we are posting new things, this is where we're looking to help keep you in touch with the event as we're moving through this. So thanks again for joining us with part of what this is. I did want to quickly look at the events, and this is the event page, and this is today. We are live. We're there, and we're going to be moving forward. You can see here in a short bit, we're going to be talking about some methods of quilting, and we're going to be talking about that. Carla will be sharing quite a bit with us on the 19-inch machine. Carla also has a couple other things that talks about quilting into fashion. And as we continue down this, you're going to notice we're going to be doing some best practices on products, frames, machines. As we get down later, we have a trunk show from Jennifer Gaston, which we're super excited. She's from Primitive Quilting, the catalog and Primitive Quilts. And we're so fortunate to have her as an ambassador as well. And she's going to share with us some of her favorite projects that she's done. Again, continuing down, and I'm super excited. We brought this up yesterday as a little bit of a highlight, but Carla will be doing a project called Baby Bubbles. It seems like I lost my audio. Baby Bubbles. And then later on, we also have live giveaways that we're going to be doing, which is really, really exciting. So along with that, there will be a new product we're going to be sneak peeking. So that's an exciting piece as well. And then we are going to finish off the day with Elizabeth Allen, or Lizzie Allen as we know her, talking about feathers, but for beginners to the advanced users. And so I wanted to briefly just walk through part of what that was. Another great thing, and let's bring Mark and Carla back on so you can see this. Tell me a little bit about how you kind of felt about some of the quilts. We did a brief review on some of those yesterday, Carla and Mark.
That's probably my favorite part, is seeing what every quilter out there does and their unique take on the different quilts. I mean, you could be the same pattern, same design, but they have put their own unique special tweak to it. And that's what makes it so fun to invent new products, is to enjoy the fruits of your labors and to see them. And it puts a big smile on my face because it's so much fun. You are all so creative and so inventive, and you just have so much to bring to our industry. So we're very excited.
Absolutely. And also the time and effort that you put into these wonderful quilts. You know, it's piecing it and then quilting it, binding it.
It's a labor of love.
Yeah, labor
really
of love.
is.
And so from start to finish, and that you finish your own quilt, and then seeing the technique that's used. I mean, yesterday with the hand quilting, and that's a nice technique. But the techniques being used with accessories that we made or accessories that you have, is just fantastic to see the differences that, like you said, Carla, of you can put your own twist to something that maybe someone already had, and you make it your own. Yeah,
we can enjoy all different kinds of techniques. You could come up with your own, and that's what makes it so much fun, is that it's all about you and what you bring.
Wonderful. With that, Carla, Mark, one of the other things I would love to point out is if you haven't uploaded a quilt, I'm going to encourage you to still do so. You can still do so to add to part of the enjoyment that everybody else can see. And one of the things we've added to this new Spring Fling is the ability to add multiple pictures. I would really encourage you, if you can, hey, show us the back of it. Maybe do a couple close-up shots. I think when we're looking at quilts and we're not there in person, the more that we can see, the more angles we can kind of have a chance to see what some of those details look like. I know that's one of the things that I love looking at as well. So I would encourage you to do so. Also on this page, you'll notice that there's an opportunity to copy a picture of this, to send a link to a friend. You can email it, you can do it on and post on Facebook. And so I'm going to encourage you to use those other social outlets for you and those around you. And then most importantly is they can vote, because the winners will be selected by the votes that are presented. So make sure to share your quilts and your projects with all the loved ones. So again, I just really thought that this has been a great addition as we've built this in, and as we've seen so many additional quilts being added. It's been a fantastic year. So thanks again for everybody in participating. Thank you, quilters, for submitting the quilts. For those of you who have, again, it's not too late, so get them in there and share them as we kind of move through some of this. What I wanted to do is, if we're good, I want to start with some spin the wheel, Mark and Carla, and I would like to try to do this in
Plinko.
Yes. No, spin the wheel. We're doing Plinko on this one.
Right.
So we've got Plinko, which is really exciting. And let me go ahead and we'll get here back to the Plinko wheel, which I can see between Mark and Carla. So what we will do is we like to throw a question out, and maybe before we do this really quick, let's see if we can get everybody warmed up. On your systems you're viewing, there's a chance, a place where you can comment. What I want to do to make sure that we're connected so that we can see this, and I'm looking really quick, I do see several people coming in, and maybe I could just quickly recognize a lot of the different individuals from different places. Thank you for all the individuals who are visiting. I'm kind of coming back. We have a lot of comments in here, which is great. And maybe we can say hi to a couple people. Here we go. There's a hi, Carrie. Hi, Janice. Thanks for being with us. We have Rachel. Patty, thank you for being here. Linda, there's a lot. Yeah, here's another yay. Thanks. Woo. Minnesota, thank you for joining us. Shirley, Deborah, Larry. You can see that we have a lot of people here, so thanks for joining us. The numbers continue to go up. Hello from Texas. Thanks, Scott and Cassie. Sherry. Have the Spring Fling coupon. There we go. Call in if you have questions. We can help you out with that. Hello from Delaware. Cindy from Ohio, Miss Scraps, K Scraps, thanks. And it looks like you've shared it with your sister. Wonderful. So again, thank you for everybody joining. What I'd like you to do here, as a lot of you are putting these comments in, again, I'm going to do a quick call to action to make sure it's all, and we're all on there. I would like to have you put a 1 in the comment if you know the person on the left of Mark. Put a 1 in there. If you know who that is, put a 1 in there. What is that? Put a 1. I want to see. And if you do, put a 1 and then put her name. What is her name? Who is that? To the left of Carla. It looks like that. I'm looking at the screen. I mean, to the left. Dang it! I just said it. To the left of Mark.
Yeah, right of me.
No, you're right. Ours, it's to the left. So yeah. Yeah. Throw one. Let's see what we're getting. Oh, there we go. We have everybody coming in. One Carla. Wonderful. That's great. Yesterday we did this, and thanks for your participation. It was really fun. We asked how many people had unfinished quilt tops. Was it 1? Was it 3? Was it 5? And after that, we had people just put in there. We had somebody come in with 20. You might put your hand up. Yeah, I have 2. I have 3. I'm working on it. Maybe you're just starting and getting into this. So that's one of the exciting things that we have as we begin part of this. So there we go. That's nice. We're juiced up. We're ready to go. So now I think we have a question, and the question that we want to have, Mark and Carla, what is the first question we're going to?
Oh.
What is? We got a question.
Yeah,
you do this, and I'll ask the question.
Fine. Okay.
All right. What is the name of our thread?
The line of thread that we make.
What is the name?
Fantastic thread if you haven't used it. So give it a try.
We'll see how many we stump with this one, because we haven't really talked about it. So I'm really curious to see. Oh,
there you
go. Yes.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm muted. There we go. Grace, what is that? There we go. It is finesse.
Yeah.
Are any of those on the board today, by the way?
There is, yes.
We didn't have some yesterday. So the finesse thread, let me just do a quick little pitch on this so people know, well, why are we doing thread? One of the things that I love most is here at Grace Company, as we're out there and we're interacting with the customers and the quilters, we end up getting a lot of questions, and they're asking, hey, where do we go? What is some of the best thread? And the challenge is, when we tell you different types of things, you'll go into a dealer, and guess what? Most of the time you're not finding it. What we found with dealers is often they'll have a very small selection of an excessive amount, like a very large cone, like, oh, it's 4,000, it's 6,000 yards. I'm like, hey, I have the special project. And if you think, you could just think in your mind, put a hand up. Do I love choosing fabrics? Yeah, fabrics is one of the fun parts. What about choosing a pattern? We think that's really enjoyable. And I think thread's another one. Like those coming together is a really fun part of quilting. And so with that, we just found we didn't have a solution. And what we did, especially when you start moving into the mid and long arms, we wanted a thread that worked both for the domestic machines, but transitioned and was a great way to begin into your mid and your long arm quilting as you're quilting by having the right volume. So our thread cones have 1,500 yards, which is really great for one large project or a couple smalls. And we have 60 different colors, and we have 20 of the solids, and I think we're now at 20. We're at 30 solids now, and 30 variegateds. And so we're giving you a great selection option, and our selector is also really great. You can log on and find different dealers carry finesse as well, or obviously you can get them through the Grace Company, but that's part of what this is. So the word is finesse. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and pull up a random name. This one is from our first platform we'll do with Deborah Shelton. Congratulations.
See what you're going to get.
And it's a thread.
Perfect.
The 4-pack solid thread.
So again, she won a what pack again?
The 4-pack solid. Nice.
There you go. So congratulations on that. Now, are you guys okay? What if I double her out and give her a 4-pack of variegateds as well?
Oh, fantastic.
We'll add that in there. That's nice. That right there, our threads retail at about $7.95 a cone on these solids, and we're at $9.95. So that's not a bad combo. That's somewhere in the $70 range. That's a good little win. So congratulations, Deborah. I will put this out there really quick. If you're with us, Deborah, in order to redeem that, I'm going to have you email Jana. So Jana at graceframe.com, JANNA at graceframe.com to redeem your prize. Now, we've noted it, but we're looking to have you contact us. That would be great. Let's go ahead and choose another one. Well, here we go.
Before we do that too, Nathan, you can go ahead and choose. I'm going to just talk about the prizes we have on here.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah, we have several new
some
prizes.
New ones.
Yes.
So yeah, some that we haven't done before.
So we have Quilter's Creative Design, and Quilter's Creative Design is a software that you can pretty much design your patterns and then print them out.
Design digital patterns or patterns to trace with a laser. So it's a fun program.
It is fun. And we also have My Comfort Cutter. So that is our ergonomic rotary cutter, 45 millimeter. We have our Quilter's Combo, which is our combo kit that really gets you to start right away. So it's a 45 comfort cutter, the 6.5 by 24.5 ruler, and the true grips. Then we have our 4-pack solid thread. We have our circle cutter, which is fantastic. It's the best out there that we use. Carlos, you made a couple quilts with the circle cutter. Yes. That's on there. And then we have our electric True Sharp rotary sharpener. So those are the prizes. So whoever's ready to win, hopefully you have maybe something in mind, but don't get sad if you end up getting something else. So, all right.
Wonderful. Those are some great wins. Let me go back and re-clarify too. This will be for those, and this is one of my two last things I'll bring up now that we're in the middle of this. Right now, we are doing this for the live participants that are within the contiguous 48 U.S. states. That makes it easy for us to be able to communicate with you. We do have some of the bigger prizes that we're doing. Those, as we're drawing them from the registrants, we actually are going to be shipping those to you regardless of where you're at here around the globe. So we're excited to be able to provide those bigger ones in that one. But these quick draws that we're doing for the live participants, we're going to be doing here within the 48 U.S. states, the contiguous U.S. states. So I did not clarify that, but I will clarify that. So please continue to still feel free to comment with what we've got going on. But Mark and Carla, the winner is Roberta.
Congratulations, Roberta. So let me start all over here. Oh, come on.
Shake it. Yeah.
Oh, the Quilter's Creative Design. And that's a fantastic prize that you'll really love.
It comes on a thumb drive, so you just load it up and then
load it on your computer, and now you can design and work with them and manipulate some designs to make them work the way you want to. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great for printing patterns, and you can scale them to any size. So if you are working on a quilt at home and you're using your domestic, you can also like pounce through it if you were to use a pen once you print it at the size you want. If you have a frame already, you can print this in a pantograph style. So you can actually choose how many repeats you want and how wide you want it. And Mark, what's the value of that software?
It is $3.99. Or $349. I'm sorry, $349 on the software. $349.
That's a good price.
That's a good price. So congratulations, Roberta. Again, really quick, we're going to ask you please to email Jana. So Roberta, if you will email Jana, Janna at graceframe.com to redeem that. We're really excited about that. And there we go. It's up on our screen.
Oh, it is
Some great software. So
I was right the first time.
yeah. Oh, there you go. Three.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop. All right. Do we do one more set? Should we do one more question set? Let's do one more. I see everybody behind the scenes going like, let's do it. Let's give away more stuff. Wonderful. So what's another question that we have for everybody?
So the other question we have, turn that around.
Oh, hey. What is the name of our electric sharpener?
Yes.
There you go. We briefly mentioned it just a minute ago. We do have a manual sharpener and we have an electric. We actually find that both of them sell very, very well. The electric takes out all of the physical work of you moving your cutter back and forth in the cutter. And there we go. We got a lot of them coming through here. We're going to go ahead and let's just pull this one out right here.
Mark, who's the winner? The winner is Regina.
Congratulations.
Regina Moore, True Cut too.
Nice job.
Yes. All right. Are we ready?
Oh, actually, it's not True Cut, right, though? That's mine. We're going to give her a spin, but that's actually not the name.
Oh, it's True.
My bad. But let's do, I owe Regina a free drop on the Plinko. So let's do a drop for her.
We see that word true that come up, and it's part of the name, and that true is what threw us off. So here you go, Regina. We'll do it.
It is the True Sharp. Go ahead.
We're having some
so
and it is the True Sharp.
You get the True Sharp. So awesome.
Great. With that again,
congratulations
with that again. Remember to email Janna, Janna at graceframe.com to claim that one there for us. All right, let's go ahead and choose another here. And let's get this one right for myself. True Sharp 2. Here we go. There we go.
Ready?
Charlene. Woo! Give a Plinko drop for her.
Oh, my comfort cutter. Congratulations.
Mark, tell us a little bit about that. Why is that such a great win?
It is the best ergonomic cutter on the market.
It is.
Designed to really eliminate your cutting hand with all the pressure or the pain.
And stress on the neck and the shoulders. And it's wonderful.
Yep. And it has, so you're getting this, which is great. You could use it with any ruler you already own, but it does come with a feature set that's really unique to us, which is a guide on this cutter. So even though you won this, look at our rulers, because it goes hand in hand with our rulers with the guide and the ruler track to keep you cutting straight. So good win, fantastic prize, and look at our rulers. Yeah.
All right, here's our last winner. We'll do this for Terry. Congratulations, Terry.
Nice job.
All right, drop it down.
The finesse thread. The solid, the 4-pack of the solid.
Solids. And what if we up the ante on that one again?
Awesome.
Do it.
All right, we'll do the 8-pack. So the 8-pack goes to Terry. With that again, just a reminder, if we can, you both, the last winners here, email Janna, Janna at graceframe.com. If you haven't written this down, maybe jot this down, because we're doing several different times of giveaways for those who are viewing and visiting with us. So there you go. So we're excited about what that is. All right. Here we are. So Mark and Carla, I know we're going to get ready here to get into part of your next piece that you have. What are some of the other thoughts that you would like to share with our viewers today about what do you think the impact can be on them if they were to participate with the Spring Fling? Like, what are some of the other classes? What do you think some of the other things are going to learn? Why would it be important for them to kind of come back and visit with us here again tomorrow and visit with us next week when they have a chance?
Well, just to meet all these wonderful people that have taken time to put together so many interesting ideas and thoughts, and to share their love of quilting with each of us. I'm looking forward to it. I've learned so much from so many of these fabulous quilters out there and these teachers that I just enjoy the learning process myself. So I am looking forward to that. And also reviewing the quilts. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited about seeing more about the quilts and that each of you submitted, and reading a little bit more of the stories. And yeah, I love Primitive Quilts magazine. So I'm really looking for it. That's one of my favorite magazines. Some of you probably already know that, but I'm looking forward to that. And then, oh God, Sarah, she's so talented, and she's got her own line of fabrics. So I could go on and on. I'll shut up, Mark. What are you looking forward to?
You don't need to be quiet. Yeah, and also, Carla, some of the things that we'll be going over with, we got the wonderful presenters, but then also our product too. So maybe the do's and don'ts, and maybe tricks that you didn't really realize, or just going over some of our product that we have, and then the knowledge that you will gain from it, from what you didn't know to what you do now know, and to obviously more giveaways to be part of it. We're going to be doing this throughout the entire event, so there's a lot of giveaways. But overall, the experience of talking about our product, going over the knowledge, understanding more of your hobby that you didn't know you even had within yourself, by when we talk about, like tracing patterns or doing ruler work. Some of this stuff, we'd always talk about free motion and laser work. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't do laser, or I can't do free motion. So hopefully what we go over allows you to open up and be more comfortable within your hobby to do more free motion quilting, or laser work, or ruler work, or even our automation. And so hopefully what we can present would broaden your horizon of your hobby.
Right. Try new things. See what you love and how you like to quilt, and then come up with your own way of doing it.
That's right.
That's really fun.
And plus, you get to see us. So stay all the way, because you get to look at us.
Stay tuned for
and
Mr.
Nathan.
Clean.
Yeah,
I know you liked him
that's
yesterday.
Right, Mr. Clean. So, all right.
All right. With that, let me come in and add a couple last things. I'm sitting here and I'm listening to Carla and Mark, and I'm hearing the enthusiasm. I feel the same way. So I'm glad to know there's the learning, there's the education, there's the connections with others. Some of that happens in the comments. I see a lot of people helping or bringing and building some relationships, which is really fun. And then Mark, I'm thinking of you, and I'm thinking of Mark deals with all of our customer service and our relations team. Carla's in charge of all the education, which we have a lot of things happening with that, which we're super excited. And I'm thinking, like, wait a minute, we also should tell people what are some of the other things we're giving away. And I'm going to kind of give a quick list of what that is. And then I also thought, before we move into Carla's segment here, why is it a good time also to save? Like, what does the Spring Fling mean from you, on top of the education, the relationships, and the learning? Hey, well, there's also some great discounts. So I thought we'll come to that here in just a minute. But really quick, some of the things we're going to be giving away today specifically, we have another cutie frame. Now, we did one yesterday, and we also did the pre-registration giveaway, which is a 15 Pro on a selection of 1 to 3 frames. So they actually were given a system with the 15, which is wonderful. We did give away cutie. We did a brief presentation yesterday on that cutie. We have a little bit more planned for tomorrow on that one, but this is a tabletop frame. So maybe Mark and Carla, just quickly tell us, why would somebody be interested in winning that cutie tabletop? Because I think it's a pretty fun product for us to have.
Oh, well, there's so many reasons why. So we'll try to narrow them down to just a few.
That's right. For me, travel. Travel, because it's portable. You can take it places. But most of all, you can see it right there on the screen. It is small, but the size of quilt can be large.
It doesn't limit you to the size. Yeah, so it really allows you to do what you continue to love to do. And like Mark said, you could travel with it. You could put it in your RV. You could put it on your tabletop. When you have guests coming over, you can put it away, and you can take it down just really quick and very easy.
Wonderful. Here's a list, and you can get to this in your registered page, but this does show you a little bit more. This is the price on that cutie frame. So those of you that are interested in looking for a tool that makes quilting easier and starting with your domestic, this is a great place to start off with it. We have accessory packs that are going to go with all of the machines. And again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but this is something that you have access to so that you can know. And I think we're really ready for our next section. Maybe, Carla, if you can kind of give us a brief introduction on what you're going to be sharing with us here in this next segment.
So this next section is kind of the two combined. I mean, I'm going to talk a little bit about fashion, but I'm just also going to give you some tips and techniques.
Thanks, quilters, for being with us.